Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing on this amazing wind down Wednesday? Hey, I didn't have any music prepped for today. It's been a crazy day today. Hi Nikki, how are you? Thanks for joining. I am really hi Mona, I'll bring you on shortly. I am really excited about today, but here's what I'm thinking. I have been singing jingles to some shows that I've been watching, and I'm thinking I need a theme song. I don't know if that's crazy. I don't know if that's premature, but I'm putting it out there. I need me a intro to Get to Know Bob. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't know who's watching this right now. I do know a few people in the music industry that I am going to tap on the shoulder, but I think I just need a catchy little quick tune or something to come in to, get that vibe going, get y'all excited about getting to know these amazing guests that are coming on. So in case you don't know, I'm Sonia Weaver, and this is Get to Know Bob, an amazing platform where we introduce you to some phenomenal Black-owned business owners, founders of nonprofits, musicians, authors. Who else we have? We've had chefs. We've had people in the music industry, MLM businesses, whatever you're doing that's awesome for the Black community, and you happen to be Black, this is the place for you. And so I'm excited about tonight's guest. You have no idea how excited I'm waiting for this conversation. I have to pump myself up. That's why I need an intro right now. Let me get excited. I sound like I'm a little dry because it's been a long Wednesday. Can you believe it? Today felt like Monday. That's why I'm all over the place. It literally felt like Monday. I'm so glad it's Wind Down Wednesday. I might have to just get me a glass of wine after this to go on and wind down. But as you know, we're going to set the mood. Guess who I'm about to light up? True to you, right? Now, I've been contacted. I love y'all. I've been contacted by another candle maker. So, I am waiting on receiving an amazing new candle so I can let you guys know how I like it so you can support them. But if you need a gift, if you love candles, whatever the case may be, I better not catch y'all up in Bed Bath and Beyond anymore when you got True to You. True to You does ship as well. So if you're watching me outside of Metropolitan Detroit, then you need to be lighting up. Look at that glow. Smells so good. It's perfectly blended. So if you're not in the Metro Detroit area, no worries. They will ship to you. And if you are in the Metro Detroit area, what you waiting on? They have a blended studio in Canton, Michigan that you can make your own scents. Isn't that unique? You can learn about the scents and fragrances and come home with your own self-made candle. Check that out. Girls' night, gift, birthday gifts, whatever, or just to unwind and take some time and do something new. True to You, located in Canton, Michigan. And y'all like my curl? Purple's my favorite color, right? So my lips are popping tonight with Olympus. Olympus is by Tauntus Cosmetics. And y'all know I love Tauntus Cosmetics. You can go to her website. She will ship to you as well. That's Tauntus Cosmetics. And if you're in the Metro Detroit area, she's at the Avenue of Fashion. Now y'all know in the D, y'all know all about the Avenue of Fashion, so I don't need to say any more. But how was your week? I am about to set up right now. And hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Gotta respond. It's amazing when you got people who try to message you in the middle of a show. But I don't like to not respond to people, and that's something I have to learn. Who on here can help me out? When you see messages, do you have a tendency to feel like you have to respond right then? It's so hard for me to put off people and make them wait. But I have to learn that, because sometimes I got to give my undivided attention to those who have me. And that's you. So maybe that was very rude of me. So I apologize for that. But without further ado, can y'all get excited? I know I can with this next guest coming on. And I'm going to send a request. Now, you know, they always change this stuff. So I'm always like trying to make sure I do this right. And it looks like I am doing it right thus far. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Miss Mona Lisa, I know you are watching. This is crazy. Instagram has really changed. It says you must upgrade your app in order to join. So if you're watching me right now, I need for you to let me know that you saw that and whether or not you're able to upgrade your app, because that's the error that I'm getting. Now, if you want to try to send me a request, you can do that. But if not, you may have to go off for a minute and upgrade your app, rejoin. This is crazy. And then I can send a request. So I'm going to have my admin add that to make sure everybody has an updated version of Instagram. They just keep making changes and changes and changes that's impacting the show. I know, right? I feel you. But in the meantime, it's today the first Wednesday in August. Let me look. I believe it is. It is. So since it's the first week in August, first Wednesday in August, and I am waiting on Miss Mona Lisa to join. Updates every couple months. Oh, okay. I think they just started that. It seemed like Instagram was sleeping and was the same for years. And I think more people started using it as a result of COVID, and they just trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. Monetize it or prevent you from doing how Facebook had people with successful pages and stuff. They're just trying to take over some control. I know. But we're not going to worry. I'm going to give y'all a review of the amazing businesses that we had on during the month of, July. Now, we had a couple of hiatuses in there, so I might go back to June, depending on how long it takes for Miss Mona Lisa to join. And I'm sorry, I'm looking down. I am setting up right now on Facebook to make sure that we get both of you guys captured on both mediums. So we had a great time in July. Okay, let's see. We might be kicking it. And I'll have to save the review for later. Let me see if it lets it connect. It says you joined, but I don't see ya.
Oh,
I hear you. I don't see.
Wait. You know what? Modern technology is so irritating. So I don't know why it's not showing.
Are you using a cell phone or a tablet?
No, I'm on my cell phone.
Okay, then that's not one of the reasons. Wait a minute, I just saw some lights. What did you do?
I'm at the bottom of it, and it's saying, let's see. Okay, I'm lost. I don't know how to do this.
There
it
go.
is.
What did you do?
I hope that Boston Entertainment Group was proud of me that I figured it out on my own and I didn't have to text him. What am I supposed to do? My tech person. Why isn't it showing me? Hey, beautiful. Thank you for having me on today.
Of course. Well, what did you do to get it working?
In the middle of the screen, it has like it has two arrows going in circles, like around itself. And I pushed that, and I guess that just meant Camera's live. I don't know. I am not even. I'm not gonna question it. It works. I'm on with you, honey, and I'm very happy to be here. That's all I know. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Rebel Ross. Hey, boss. Hey, y'all.
Oh, Rebel Ross. Now I can know who that is. Hey, welcome. Hey,
yes.
Hey, yeah, y'all come on in. I
am the seasoning extraordinaire, Rebel Ross. I tried his seasoning today, and it was awesome.
What seasoning? See, is he sleeping?
He has the line, girl. You know what? Let me tell you something. Everyone that we work with does like 2 or 3 different things, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the only. He's a musician, but he also is a chef, and just girl.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't mentioned nothing about that at all. Nothing about that. I get it. You trying to keep those secrets to yourself.
You know what? Everything comes out in its own time, doesn't it? It sure does.
It sure does. But okay, so I was about to say too, did you get your hair done? Was it just because it was up last time I seen you?
No. I changed my hair. Okay. I changed my hair. I'm just experimenting with different looks right now. So I did this maybe last weekend. Okay. So I just said, it's something different for me. So, my birthday is next week. The white party. Hey. So yes, girl. So I'm just trying different looks, just trying to see who I want to be right now. Long hair, short hair, don't care. Which one? I don't know.
See, and people be hating. People be hating because we could do all that versatility. Girl.
Exactly.
I'm having them summers again.
I saw your post. I was cracking up. I said, oh no, I love the 2-strand twist on you, but it's all about how you feel. So if those 2-strand twists need to come out, girl, take them on out.
Girl, that morning I woke up, I had sweat. I was like, oh no, this is bad. Oh Jesus, this is too much. I was trying to lift it up. I said, you know what? I'm about to braid this up. It's Well, you look awesome and cool. Look, you look awesome and cool. Thank you. So, okay, before we because I'm telling you, I was waiting for this conversation, and today was the perfect day for it, because I swear today felt like a Monday, and that's why I'm all discombobulated, because I just couldn't get out of the office. It just was crazy. So, now I'm about to woohoo transition and have fun and get into this great conversation for those who are watching. And we reach so many people in a short amount of time of promoting. So I know they're eager to get to know Miss Mona Lisa. And so what I do, if is I pass the baton in the beginning, give you the opportunity to introduce yourself to those who are viewing. So here you go.
Thank you. Well, I am Mona Lisa. I own Mona Lisa's Lyrics, a full-service entertainment company dedicated to creating quality events for worthy causes. I've been in business for 15 years. I started out actually as an independent artist. So that's how I started and got into like the event planning and the promoting and different things like that through my own CDs, coming out. So my first event actually was my CD launch at They Say downtown, and from A to Z, that was my first event. I did it all by myself, and I was like, I love this. So it really, really showed me what can be done and how wonderful it is to bring people of all different walks of life together through music. Mm-hmm. And as time went on, I met Boss and King Mellow Man. They're my band leaders. And, we started doing live shows together. And, I really, really love them immensely, because the things that we've been able to do collectively, Boss Entertainment Group, King Mellow Man, Mellow Runnings, and Mona Lisa's Lyrics, the things that we've been able to do collectively just blows my mind in a span of 15 years. So, at one time we were doing kind contests with independent artists, because as an independent artist, I know how much it costs to pay for studio time and, you know, CD duplication, just the whole thing. So we started out doing started out doing like different contests for the independent artists to win the studio time, to win the graphics, to win, you know, because I just wanted to help other independent artists get on their feet like I was getting on my feet. And then when I met Boss and King, you know, we decided to even branch out further while still maintaining our own identity, because, you know, it's so important to me to individually brand the independent artists and independent businesses that are a part of our network. So I want, you know, that's why I've never done like a team name or anything. You know, it has always been Mona Lisa's Lyrics, Boss Entertainment Group, King Mellow Man, you know, Tax Divas, you know, the Health Box with Nikki B. So I don't take that branding away from anyone. But what we do collectively, I love. We build together. We support each other. We buy from each other. You know, I'm so happy that during all this development, we've started the Mompreneur of the Year and the Executive King of the Year. So for 2021, it was Minister Nefertiti Morris, who's awesome.
Yes.
And she's amazing.
Yes. We went to church on that program.
You know what? And you know, it's so natural for her as it is for you. It's a natural flow for her to encourage and to inspire. And I love that about her. But she also helps others in the community, not only through her ministry, you know, but through her separate business, which is helping small businesses to build and getting them the money in through grant writing and things that they need. So she's the epitome of what a mompreneur is and what a mompreneur should be, as is our Executive King of the Year, Mr. Larry Hurst. He's a chef, cafe owner, the head of his household, because his wife and son both own businesses. Let's give a hand clap for that, because every time I say that, it amazes me, because I'm like, you know, this whole family.
Guess too. So I couldn't believe I couldn't believe all those years went by, and my family right around the corner from his business, and I had never had the opportunity to taste his chicken and rice.
Really?
That's what he was.
Oh my God. Girl, his food is so awesome. We've had, when he was in Eastland, we had many events at his cafe there. So he's just, you know, he's a cancer survivor. He's an inspirational speaker. He has such a big heart along with his wife. I love them as a team. I love them separately because they got their own things going on too. But I'm saying all that to say, I really love the fact that even though I started out as an independent artist, I was able to smoothly transition into you know, the full service event planning business, which now features about 40 small businesses individually that come together, that, you know, are able to display their products and advertise their products through not only my website, mllevents.com, but also to visually be vendors at the events that we do. And, you know, I'm just very happy that we've been able to launch that. And now we're going into the international phase of it, and placing the small businesses that are part of the network for mllevents.com internationally in different boutiques and, you know, beauty salons and, you know, barbershops, and just, you know, we do the footwork. I always say we do what small businesses don't have time to do.
Love that.
You know, got to get the word out. Got to get the word out.
I love that. Okay, so I want to piggyback and ask a follow-up question, because you mentioned Boss Entertainment, you mentioned Mellow Man. Around, but your years, you said in business was 15. So around what year would you say you connected with them? Just trying to see when you were out there as a kind of slow, and then when you began to build this relationship.
I met them maybe 14 years ago.
Okay.
So
Really early.
yeah, so I met them about 14 years ago.
Okay.
It was like the same year, I believe, that I started my family. My son is 12, he'll be 13 in September. So, moms, we do everything by the date our kids were born.
That's
So,
right.
so yeah, so I've been working with them for about 14 years. So I was doing it all by myself basically for a while. But at first they were just my band though. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not really include them in the decision making and all this. At first I just would hire them as the band and come in and, help me advertise this and that. But as the years went by, like Tin and I decided to partner in a few things, and just do a series of competitions and, offer a lot of things to the independent artists that maybe they couldn't afford to do on their own, or maybe they didn't think to do on their own, or, to give them a bigger stage than maybe they could book for themselves. So 10 of Boston Entertainment Group, he and I, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, decided to do that for a couple of years. So now, and when we came out of that, I really, really saw the importance of branding each and every single, separate entity. Because if you have a product and no one knows about it, then you have nothing, know? So I said, I need to really start highlighting what Boston Entertainment Group does individually, with the productions and the graphics and the lighting and the sounds and the DJing, that group does so much. And I'm like, I really need to get out there what you guys do separately. And King Mellow Man, he not only is an entertainer and a musician who plays so many different instruments, but he also is a chef. So,
because I heard that jerk chicken was off the chain. So.
Yes, he's so talented, and I just saw the importance of that. And this year we really made sure that not only are the small businesses or the independent businesses that are associated with us, not only are they known here in Michigan, but we have been touring and just taking them from city to city, from state to state, making sure that, their products are well represented and that they won't live and die as a Detroit independent business, not really meeting their full potential. But we want to get them outside of the Michigan borders into Jamaica and the UK and Uganda and so as a matter of fact, everyone that's a part of MLLevents.com this evening will receive a very exciting message from me explaining the next step in the international phase of the movement. So I'm just excited.
And it should be excited. And I was going to say, and it's not even so much that just to be like you said, just locally or die locally here, but the response from other states may be more prevalent than it is here. Because there are other areas where maybe what they do isn't as saturated as it might be here. So just getting that reach beyond, your current location and circle radius is huge.
Right. And I'm so happy that the businesses that we approach with collaborating with, the venues that we're approaching with, hey, can we put our products in your shop? Can we sell our products in your shop? Can we do raffles with, anything that they decide to do with us? I'm very happy with the response that we have gotten, because it's all about building communities through our small businesses, right? So it all goes hand in hand. Yeah. So it all goes hand in hand. So I'm concentrating on each city locally first, but we are in Chicago also, and that's going to be blasted out this evening, I think. Our setup in Chicago and a spa in Chicago, and it's really going well. And I thank God every day that I wake up, to live in it again, to live in my passion one more day.
I love it. And yes, Nikki, I agree. She said the shift is happening. Yes,
it is. Hey, beautiful. I love her. She has been such a great asset to the movement as a whole. And you know what? I tell you, being a mom, now I'm a single mom. It's very hard, right? But also being a mother and a wife. It's so many, you know that. There are so many challenges with running your own business and being a wife and giving attention to kids. And you know what I'm saying? So
I probably bypassed a few of the challenges because I waited for mature children. You know, I didn't start really until my youngest, how old is he? 22. So he was probably like 17, 18. So it was a lot different than having small ones and having to juggle all of that, you know.
Right.
So that's the only reason I say I'm bypassing it. Now you still have the challenges because of course you still mom, got the mom hat.
Yes.
And then everybody comes to mom. And I'd be like, you do have a dad.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm so honored to have such a wonderful father for my son. You know what? I was screaming from the tallest mountaintop. He is the best dad. Hey, Jason Hamlett. He is the best dad. And I couldn't imagine raising my son without him and all of his help and all of his, and even though we're not together anymore, we co-parent wonderfully. And that is a blessing in itself.
Yes.
It's a blessing in itself. It is, because we have a lot of support from both sides of the family, from my side and from his side. My son is very loved. So I tell you,
he made it known.
As you've seen, wait a minute. Yes, BJ Zahn. Yes. And I want to thank you so much for offering him the opportunity to be in your youth entrepreneur building program. He loved it, him and his best friend, LJ. And thank you so much for the mentorship that Mr. Lance has offered. I'm just excited about my baby having his own business at 12. Mm-hmm. Can we just give that a hand clap? I'm a clap for him.
I'm excited.
Because I'm like, yes. And it you know what? I'm so happy that you offered it. I'm so happy that the class was a success. And you gotta fill their minds with positivity when they're young. You know what I mean? We gotta get them start their own businesses
and let them know that they can do it.
That they can do it.
We actually program that anyway. And I always say, education, there's nothing wrong, but there's so many different ways to be educated.
Yes.
And for a long time, what I heard and what I know majority of people heard, and again, there's nothing wrong with it, is that get good grades so you can go to college, so you can get a good job. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what's missing is the individuality, because college is not for everyone.
No.
Everyone's mind doesn't function and process knowledge the same way. And everybody's gifts and talents does not necessarily need to come from a college education. And so the same programming can go for an entrepreneurship mindset, and they will let you know. Any of the kids that went through the program, and even the clients I work with, and even my employees, I talk about having an entrepreneurship mindset.
Yes.
Because that takes you from being an employee at any job. So even if you choose to do a traditional 9-to-5 and retire, you still should function as an entrepreneur and not as an employee. And having that mindset is the same way when we talk about people who quote unquote have ghetto mentalities or mindset. It becomes more programming in your behaviors.
Yes.
So I was really excited that they got excited about knowing that they can be and achieve and do all that they want to do.
You know what, the thing with me is I realize that my son is more like me when it comes to education. I hated school, hated it. And I got good grades though, all A's and B's, right? But I just did not like school. So I immediately went into the workforce straight out of high school and then started my own businesses from there. But I would do like trades, right? I was a bus driver for about 20 years, and I'm a certified bartender. I am a certified human services professional, specializing in children and families. So I'm able to do fundraisers, while I'm well versed in it now. Before I would do fundraisers, and I would really depend on the knowledge of the nonprofit I was doing it for. Now, okay, I had to go to school. I had to go to college so that I could get my certification, so that I could be well versed and hold the fundraisers for our local businesses on my own, credentials. So my son is the same way as me. He hates school, like hates it. Okay. Now his dad just got his master's, right? So his father is the exact opposite, but my baby is like me. So I told him, I said, right now, you need to open your own business, because when you get 18, you're not going to be looking at me talking about, mama, what am I going to do now? We already going to have it set. We already know what's happening.
Oh, you would not have ever known he didn't like it because he was so engaged. But
he was interested in what you were saying. Yes, he was interested in engaged, girl. But in regular school, no.
Oh yeah. And the not to get off track a little bit, because with the whole education piece, but I just people talk to me that that I don't feel that it just kind of needs to have a bomb in certain areas and kind of vamped and brought back together. That's just how I feel. So
yeah. You know what? I tell people, like, people ask me, why did you only have one child? And I'm like, have you met my son? my son, my baby is my baby. He is my kid. Like he acts like his father, but like his, the way his mind works is kind of like me. Like, no, I don't want to go to school. I want to do this over here because I like this over here. And he's a go-getter, and he's, but I can't imagine having more than one child. I mean, bless you. Look, I bless all the mommies that can, first of all, go through all that pain more than one time. Let's say it. But then I don't know.
Well, I think you kind of forget about it, and for me,
stop it, Sonia. Sonia, stop it.
I never natural, so I never experienced a contraction. I had two.
Did you say you never experienced a contraction?
I had 2 C-sections.
I'm about to hang up on you. I'm about to hang up. No, you know what? I was in labor for 24 hours and I had an epidural, thank the Lord. But I ended up still having a C-section. So as I was in the hospital, this is a story that's so true, because I was in the hospital and I was in pain, and I looked at his dad and I said, I don't know who's about to have more than this for you, but it ain't me. And that was it. With tears in my mother-in-law's eyes, because she wanted me to have more. I was like, okay, listen, no. That's not for me. I can't do it.
That's not happening.
I can't do it. But my son has grown up always seeing me as an entrepreneur, right? He's always seen me do events. He's always seen me do, perform and bring people together and do this and do that. So I'm just happy that the way he thinks about it, like, he wants to do fundraisers through his business, right? So I'm so happy that kind of seeped into him, and I didn't even purposely do that, but he just saw what I was doing. He saw that, I love helping others, and, through what he loves, which is gaming, he wants to, do a whole lot of things to that. So.
Yes. And for him to say what he said was just so selfless. I really know that that's part of his upbringing. It has to be that he wants to do a tournament to raise money to donate to the homeless or to an organization. I mean, that was just awesome. When I read that, I was like, okay, I have to meet this young man. This is like,
that was my baby girl. Wait a minute now, let me not tear up. That is my but see, when you have children, you never know, right? You don't know what they're truly noticing about your drive. You don't know until they grow up, and and they're starting to do their own thing. And then you're like, oh my God, he was paying attention. Oh my God.
You know, like at one class, he was like, "Do you know that my mom has a business?" I said, "I sure do." So yes, they watch. They watch.
Girl, he be promoting me all over the place. I'm like, bless your heart, baby. Thank you. Thank you. He'll be at school and they'll be doing anything. You know, my mom can help you with this.
That's awesome. Now Nikki gonna make a comment about she had all natural, no drugs. Okay, go ahead, girl.
What?
You
Nikki is such a queen. She is such the bomb that you know what? I don't even question that about her. Yes, I can see her all natural giving birth to kings and queens.
I got this.
Yeah, right, girl. Kings and queens. Yes, Nikki. Yes, baby. I don't even doubt that. And she deserves a hand clap. I'm clapping today, y'all. I'm clapping today because, you know, big things are happening.
So, I already see we're going to have you back because we have so many questions that we haven't even dove into yet.
Okay.
Just playing catch up on making sure people know. I always share how I met the guest. And what's ironic, I don't think I shared with people, for those who watch Miss Nikki Burgess, Nikki B of Drink to Shrink, if you've seen that episode or haven't, go back and watch it on IGTV. But I had mentioned how we met, and after the show, we found out we're related. So that's just a little sidebar.
Amazing. Nikki B and Sonia are cousins. What in the world?
Right.
What in the world? So I'm even bringing families together, y'all, and I ain't even know it. Look at this. Look at this. I ain't even.
You never know. But yeah, like Mona and I met really at my business, to be honest. That's when we actually met. And this is why I always tell my clients, I tell this to the kids when I was helping at the camps, you never know who you're meeting or who is connected to whom. You always put forth your best. And for me, you know, I find myself somewhat being kind of an introvert, so I always hump my, you know, make sure you go talk, make sure you speak, be you, be her, you know. But this particular day, I was speaking to my suite mate at my business, and she was having a kind of like, just she said, an open house of her jewelry.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, Lord, well, you know, I got a couple dollars. Let me come and look first before they take the good stuff. And so as I'm looking, then her guests started coming, but she said it wasn't gonna be too many, you know, and I'm just sharing what I do. And you know, I'll be honest, you were like into that jewelry. You was like, I'm here on a purpose, on a mission. But we were kind of, you know, talking, and then I think we kind of talked about some other things going in the world or some social or something. But long story short, when we had our first quote unquote introduction, more like business introduction, we got to talking and it just felt so natural. And then so we were talking some more and, you know, some more. And it led to a conversation about what else I do. And once I started talking about the same thing I was talking about at the
shop, right?
Wait a minute.
I was like, wait a minute, that's you. I've already met you. And yeah, because Michelle Hood, I love her. I always get the name wrong. Vitiligo advocate. She's so beautiful. She's a gorgeous person inside and out. And she kept telling me, Mona, I need you to meet my girlfriend. I need you to meet Sonia Weaver. She's so awesome. And I was like, okay, I'd love to meet her. So it was so hilarious. So when we finally met, I was like, girl, I already know you. I know who you are. But I really love Michelle so much for you know, saying, hey, you need to meet her. So you and I know each other on a different level than we would have, because I love links. I love that idea. I look forward to doing a collaboration with you with links, you know, in the near future. And we talked about doing like a vendor event with my small business network and your business network. You know, we're going to do that before the year ends. So, you know, for some reason, God sees fit to continue to put people in my life that are like-minded, people in my life who want to build our communities, who really have big hearts, that want to give to others while building their own businesses so that they can take care of their families in a better way, right? So we all have our own missions. We all have our own reasons for doing what we do. But I can't work with just anybody. And I'm just very happy that God is bringing the people into my life every day. We're growing every day, and it's just mind blowing. And I just want to say thank you to you again for bringing such great spotlights on the small business community through dealswithbob.com. Okay, I'm on there, y'all. Check me out. Dealswithbob.com. And you know, I'm very happy that I'm able to internationally introduce MLLevents.com to the world, because all of you in turn are on my website, and I'm able to, you know, advertise more for you guys. So it's been all love and all wonderful.
So this actually is a good transition into this question that I asked several guests before. So knowing my platform, people are kind of already know my viewpoint, but I love to hear from other business owners in their opinion. You know, how important are Black businesses first to be within our community, and most importantly, why it's imperative for them to thrive, in your opinion?
Okay, so to wake up as a Black man in America is already a hard task from the beginning. To be looked at and represented in this world as a man that deserves to be respected, you know, it's a hard thing to battle through. You know, I love our Black men, okay? And especially if in our communities, they own the businesses that keep our community strong, okay? It's a very good feeling for me to be able to highlight and bring to the forefront just how wonderful Black people are as a society, as a community. We aren't all, you know, hating on each other, right? This is what we mainly hear. We hate on each other. We're crabs in a barrel. We keep pulling everybody down. Okay. Nobody that I work with does that. Mm-hmm. And you know why? Because if they try to work with me, I don't work with them. I don't work with them, because that's something that's a trait, a character trait you can't hide for long.
Right.
So it's so important for us to be able to see us in positions of power or positions of respect and you know, admiration in our own communities. Let's start it in our own communities. You know, it doesn't have to be a depressing place wherever you live. It doesn't have to be a depressing place. You know, you combat the negatives, maybe burn down homes and, you know, graffiti and trash. You combat that with a fundraiser, with you know, raising money to start a garden, and a community garden. You know, raising money to do a cleanup project and maybe paint a beautiful mural in your neighborhood. Right. Next to the burned out house. And I'm so serious, right? So I think that, you know, the only way we're going to be able to combat the negativity that comes into being Black is by adding positivity, right, you know, right along with it.
Right. And I completely concur. Because the list is long, and I tell people sometimes because of the long list, it may feel like you can give up. Hopeless. But I always refer back to the whole, I don't know if it's just a saying, you know, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time?
Yes, and, right.
You know that when you look at a clam, you don't see a pearl. When you look at gold, you don't see a diamond.
Sonya, you better say it, girl.
So
that's right.
To at some point recognize the value that you have.
Yes.
Even though it doesn't look valuable at this state.
Yes.
Because with enough pressure and work, you get the true value from it. And that's why I do what I do. And, you know, I'm only focusing on restoration by building businesses within communities.
Right.
Of course, we can talk about the education. Of course, we can talk about the homes. We can talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's But if we all stay in our lane and be
Yep.
dedicated at it and just go one step at a time and not look at the whole list, we will get there.
Yeah.
And I do believe that we have more people like-minded willing to do the work, but I think that there's a more sense of hopelessness with a lot of people, and then there are the crab in a barrel, because I do know the crab in a barrel exists. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, because it does, but because, like you said, right now, like Nikki said, a shift is happening. I felt the shift, and the spirit told me there's a shift coming in 2018.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so as this 2020 into 2021 has happened, I was told 2020 was going to be something I never saw before, and amazing things was going to happen, and a lot of other stuff was going to happen as well.
Right.
And it was true. But the shift has come, and the work that was like planted by all of these different people, like you said, you've been doing things for 15 years. Other people have been doing things for a number of years. So now harvest is coming. You don't stop working.
Yes.
We're planted, we're tilling it, and then the harvest is coming.
That's right.
And so,
hey, Lolo, my beautiful friend Laura Rock is on here. Hi, honey.
Oh, okay.
Hi. Valley of the Mind. I love her. Valley of the Mind. Thanks for watching, babe.
And all those watching, please do a hashtag live. And if you're catching us on a replay, please do hashtag replay. We appreciate being able to track that. So, girl, like I said, Mona, you got to come back, because seriously,
I would love to.
It's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even know how you got started. And that typically we talk about that in the first 15 minutes.
Look now, what you said? Wait a minute. What did you say at the networking event last week? You give a black woman a mic, she just gonna run with it. I say a lot in 2 minutes, girl. I just laid all down on the line. I don't know when I'm be cut off, so I just say whatever I need to. Let's get it on out.
That's a story in itself. I'm sure that people will want to connect and get to know. It's because you said, I mean, you're in music, so you know, was it something that was always there, as far as since you were a child? Just curious, how did you get started?
Okay, so funny story. My big brother Tony, we were singing Ebony and Ivory one day. I was like 7. We were singing Ebony and Ivory, and I could actually sing. And I looked at him and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, you can sing. And I'm like, where did this come from? And it's so funny because my mom had her own band. My mom had the most beautiful voice ever. And she had a band with my uncle Donald, who he could sing and play bass and things like that. So I grew up around music, and so I had a musical family. But when I was 9, the first time I actually performed was at a friend's reception. She had gotten married, and she asked my mom if I could sing at her reception. And that's when it all started. I was 9 years old. And then, so I started singing at different friends, events and things. And then when I got older, I was like, let me just, like music, lyrics and things started coming in my mind. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what's happening? So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go in and just record this, because this song will not get out of my mind. So so I started, doing the studio thing, and I found New Mix Entertainment group there out of downtown Detroit with Gerald Foster, and he was just an awesome mentor. So he hired me sight unseen. I came down to his studio and I sang a little bit for him, and he was like, I would love to work with you. So Bridget Grace, who was also one of his main acts there, she was a mentor for me in singing, and they just hugged me through it, basically, through getting to know what my sound was and what I wanted to do, and placed me on stages with like James Ingram and Denise Williams and people Bryson, and I just found myself doing things like that, and I just knew it was more to it than that, though. So I sang, and I have 2 CDs out and things like that, but I need to leave a legacy for my son. So to transition into that, I kind of put singing on the back burner for a while. because I wanted to make sure the foundation of my business was set for my son to take over, right? You know, when I leave this world and when I want to retire. So I said, you know, it's time for generational poverty to end.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I knew that I had to solidify the foundation of my own business and to do it in a way that my son would be able to follow, right? So whether he wants to sell it later and do something else in his own business, or if he wants to continue it with the moms of the year and dads of the year, he can. But I wanted my baby to have a choice. So I kind of put singing on the back burner. So now my team is like, when are you going to sing? When are you? And I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking about it now that I should get back into it. But yeah.
Well, I'm going to put a shameless little plug out there. If you saw my intro, I would love, since you can get creative. You know, I'm not creative when it comes to that, but things that get into my head. And I said, I need a jingle or something at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
I've been jingling to other people's shows, and I was like, get to know.
Oh, look at you. You already got it, girl. You already got it. Well, we need to get in the studio with King Mellowman at 10, don't we? We need to say, listen now, what can we do? But you know who would blow that up? Nikki Gio. You know,
Yes,
Nikki Gio is like one of my favorite entertainers.
Yes, she would.
She is so fearless with it. Like, I admire her just because, like, we could be on the bus and I'll be like, Nikki, sing something. You know what I mean? And she just blows it. I'll be like, girl, you're so talented. You're so freaking talented. But yeah.
Exactly. Oh my God. We have like, okay. Look at the time. We have like 8 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So what do we have to always do? Okay. First, how can people connect to you?
All right, so I am going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to give out the main phone number to my company because we're growing so much with the business network. A lot of people are interested in collaborating with us and doing events with us and doing the international campaigns with us. So to reach Mona Lisa's lyrics, you can call 586-460-8981. That's 586-460-8981. Or you can email me at Mona Lizza, MONALIZZA 221@yahoo.com. Let me know what your skills are. We work with entertainers, we work with motivational speakers, we work with professional hosts, we work with so many other small businesses, venue owners, salon owners, barbershop owners, everybody. I feel that if you have the giving spirit, if you have the let's grow together spirit, then this is the business network for you to work with. Sonia has her on Deals with Bob. That's what she focuses in on, Black businesses who are doing big things in the community. She wants to advertise them. She wants us to network. So I love the fact that we're all able to get together and perform together and show our products together at events and grow together. And we are growing so fast, till I'm just thanking God. Every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my goodness. So tonight I'm going to have a huge announcement with all the members of MLLevents.com. And, I hope to be on your show again so we can expand on what that announcement is and to say what your part is going to be in it. Okay, so I have a lot of big things going on coming up for everyone that has believed in us. And that's what it is, right, Sonia? They believe in what we do. Yes. They decide to take on our project and believe in what we do and work with us to grow together. So, I mean, it's all love, and I'm so appreciative.
And I definitely can concur with that. I mean, when I get inboxed or email or different things, new interests to be listed or for one of the services we offer, I take that as a God's blessing. Like,
yes,
because I'm with Mona. It's about legacy building for me.
Yes.
Community building for me. I said I want to be blessed with abundance and wealth, not for me to be selfish in it, because truly, right, I have gone through, in my personality, my mom will tell you in a minute that I'm cheap. I always say I'm frugal. But
she said you're cheap. First of all, I love your mom. Her card, wait, this is so funny. Why is your mama car right in front of me? I need to email her and get with her. She's a powerhouse. She's gonna be hosting my events soon, mama. If you're listening, she's gonna be hosting my events. I haven't asked her yet, but that's what I want. Okay.
Okay, be careful of giving her that mic now. You think
I know, right? I know.
But yes, what I was saying was is because, you know, if I had it right now, I would be like, okay, we about to take block by block and do some restoration.
I know.
It's just, and I can't tell people what to do with their money, you know, but my thing
Yeah.
is money is a resource. So I don't need to have it just stacking and be like, you know, I got billions. First of all, it's very hard for me. I'm very humble as far as how I appear, what I look. And, you know, then you have the one thing in the ear saying, well, you know, people are not going to think that you know, have financial wit or have this and this and this because you don't look like it. You know, you're not driving this or you're not doing that. But then every time I get ready to be like, okay, I can write the check to get a new this, I'll be like, no, I don't want, no. So,
you know what? In some areas, to be underestimated is okay, right? So for when people look at us, first of all, we're Black women. First off, let's start there. Second, we're in the field that we're really counted out easily, you know, and business building and knowing what to do and how to do this and build it and all this, you know, over the years, I have been really, really degraded by men in the entertainment business, thinking that I just didn't know what I was doing. But now the main thing that I hear now is, Mona, you're still at it. You're doing really good. You really, right? You know, you've been consistent. You just keep going. And I'm like, okay, so I know what my purpose is. I know why I'm here on earth. I know. So it wasn't a get rich quick scheme for me. It was it's a life movement for me.
It's a lifestyle.
So it's
like,
I
you know, people that, I live by what I say. So yes, I am the example, but I don't need to have to show it in those ways. If that makes
sense. Amen. Yeah.
Can I go out and can I afford it? Yeah. Do I want to? No. I mean, why? For what purpose? Unless it's truly something I truly desire or something. It's just not who I am.
Yeah.
I've offered scholarships and other programs with my money versus.
Yes, you do.
It's just sewing is so much important to me.
Yeah.
What I'm noticing is that God is true to his word. Give and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, flowing over. I don't have to wake up worrying about my day to day because my first thoughts is, what can I do to impact somebody else's life today?
I agree.
The thing, you know, okay, let me respond to that email. How can I help you today? You know, that is what's starting to be so much more important. And today, when in my meditation, 2 people came to me. It was Gandhi and Mother Teresa.
Oh, wow.
See,
awesome.
They're balling? No. But
no.
They have impact? Most definitely.
Yes. And you know what? Not to cut you off, baby. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say this. You know, it's so important to me to leave this world better than when I found it, right? Mm-hmm. So I definitely feel that all of the great ideas that God gives me, all of the great ideas and the great people that he sends to me to work with and collaborate with, I don't take any of it lightly. And I hope people, you know, I hope that we are encouraging others who may be fearful of starting their own business or really getting the word out about what their skills are. I hope that we are being really good examples of what you can accomplish if you just stick with it. Be consistent. Yeah. Don't start one month and think that you didn't sell enough lip gloss that month, so you're not going to do it no more. That doesn't mean that. It just means that you have to be consistent. Yeah. And you have to shout it out to the rooftops, you know, what you have. And sometimes you do need a helping hand. And that is the reason why Sonia and I are here. That's why.
And oh my God, we got like 1 minute. Okay. So you know how to connect to you. I was about to make a comment till I look at the screen.
Oh, let me tell you about Facebook. Facebook, Mona's Entertainment. Okay.
Okay. We ain't get through nothing, but
I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. This was awesome.
Talk about tea time. Y'all look for the post. I'm going to do your tea time this time. Mona's White Party. That's the tea time. That's what we're doing right now. Mona's White Party. August 14th, Saturday, August 14th, from 2 to 6. I don't know the address. It's on Van Dyke, I think.
No, it's on 8 Mile. 15839 East 8 Mile. 15 VIP Hall. Okay, whiteparty.eventcombo.com. There we go.
Say it again.
Whiteparty.eventcombo.com. The tickets are there.
We expect to see you there in your white.
That's right.
Party. Come prepared.
And networking, of course.
For celebrating Mona's birthday and to network. I've already invitations out to multiple people. So
thank you.
Have a good time in that spot. Nikki Gio is hosting. I can't wait for that. Somebody said, who's Valley of the Mod?
Valley of the Mod is Laura Rock. She's an entertainer, and her best, I mean, well, I call him her best friend, her partner, her guy. He's so adorable. They sing together. They're a duo and they sing together, but she's deep in community advocacy and equal rights for all, especially women. So I love her. Thank you, Laura, for being here.
She said Nikki Gio is the shit.
Nikki, yes, she is. Nikki, I referred Nikki to do some work with her. Yes.
Ooh,
Nikki is the shit.
Who said this? I think Nikki B said it's not about how much money you make. Show me how many lives you impact. Okay.
Oh, I love that, Nikki. Yes. So true.
Okay, so dang, I hope Instagram don't cut us off because I need to know this last question. What book is on your nightstand or that you have recently read or would highly recommend reading?
Okay, actually, I like The Hammer. And The Hammer is about a young man who came from a royal background, and then he was taken down to all the way to nothing and fought his way back up. But although, it's kind of grim what he had to do to his family to live his life. But anyway, it's a very good story because it just really took me back about how motivated he was to do better and to show people that they can do better. So it's called The Hammer, along with the Bible. I keep my Bible open anyway for protection, 24/7 of me and my son in my house. But The Hammer, I love it.
I'm going to look at that. Okay. So we are like at 8:02. I know Instagram will shut off in an hour. So I want to thank you, but we have to have her back. Seriously, there are so many questions we didn't ask so people to connect with you. So
I'd love to come back.
Open spot, and we're going to stay on task. But I want to thank you, Miss Mona Lisa, for coming today and being my guest. And I want to thank all you guys out there who watched us. Make sure you share this with others and invite them in as well. We have some amazing guests coming up this month. I'm so excited for. So as always, I thank you. I am Sonia Weaver, and I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar matters. And deal with Bob. Have an amazing night.
Bye, baby. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.